Sports Talk. I know I haven't made a video in a while. Been kind of busy. Been trying to get Madden videos up on Facebook, which that's for another time. I think I'm gonna try to make a preview video for OU West Virginia here pretty quick after this. But it's just something I seen earlier. That Jameis Winston, he was banned for half a game for saying something on campus, which he shouldn't have done for sure. But then they came back and they banned him for the whole game about 45 minutes ago. And this just brings up a point that I've kind of been frustrated with the last few days. With the whole Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson deal, I'm not going to speak on what they did, how I feel about it. But the way it's handled, it just seems like everybody is always backtracking on what they did. And, the Ray Rice deal, he was banned for 2 games, which we all know Roger Goodell's seen the video, and he banned him for 2 games. They banned Adrian Peterson, suspended him for a game, brought him back, and then ended up suspending him indefinitely. They suspended Jameis Winston for a half, and then they come back later, and they suspend him for the whole game. I mean, I honestly don't have a problem if you only want to suspend him for so much, but own it. I don't understand why they keep, if you think he should be suspended for 2 games, Goodell, say, I seen it, he should be suspended for 2 games. That's what I think. I don't care what you believe, what the fans want. That's what he wants. That's what he did. So that's what he did. Own it. Don't, when all of a sudden you're found out, start pretending to be this great person and you think, and I'm not even saying that he's a great person or he's not a great person because he's suspended for 2 games, but he's pretending, he's playing this lie that people think he's not a good person. So he's going to all of a sudden try to look like a good person and suspend him indefinitely and change all these rules because the fans are mad. I mean, I don't understand why. With Adrian Peterson, I mean, the Vikings suspended him and then they brought him back, and then all these people start speaking out and they changed their stance on it. If that's your stance, stick to your stance. Let him play if that's what you want to do. I mean, just stick to something. I don't care either way. Just stick to something. I mean, Jameis Winston, he's suspended for a half, and then all these people start, you hear ESPN talking, he's had all this trouble and he's just not getting suspended for a half against a team that demolished last year, who's even worse than they were last year, or not as good as they were last year. I mean, now he comes out the night before that he's suspended for the whole game. I mean, just stick to it. If that's what you believe, stick to it. Quit being wishy-washy. It's annoying the way no one will just stick to what they want to do. Goodell said, if you say suspended for 2 games, suspend for 2 games. Who cares? Yeah, the fans are going to be mad. Do you really think they're going to quit watching because you suspended them for 2 games? No. It's the most popular game in the world, or not the most popular game in the world, that would be soccer, the most popular game in America. They're not going to quit watching. I guarantee you, if you came back and said, he's playing this weekend because he served his 2 games, no one's going to quit watching. And I'm not saying that's right. I definitely think he should be suspended for more than that, but that's what they said. So stick to it. If Goodell really believes that, then stick to it, because people don't believe that you didn't see the video. No one believes that you didn't see the video. Same thing with the Vikings. If you're going to suspend him, or if you want to let him play, let him play. Don't change your mind when people get mad. I mean, it's dumb. I just don't understand why they keep doing that. Same way with Winston. I've been, kind of thinking about that, and then I seen the Winston thing tonight, and it was just the 3rd time this week, and then now all of a sudden they're letting the fans decide how strict their policies are. It's all of a sudden Dwyer is going to be what Dwyer did was ridiculous though from what I read, but guarantee you a year ago he's not in this much trouble. It's just because of the outcry and what's happened recently that he's in this much trouble. What he did was ridiculous. I've never, what I've read is he should be in prison for a long time for sure. And Hardy, all of a sudden, this dude pulled a gun on his girlfriend, and nothing has happened to him. All of a sudden, all this comes out, they throw him on the inactive list, or the exempt list. He was playing until all this started happening. He was playing football. Nothing was going on with him until the fans started this outcry about domestic violence. It's like we get on something and we stay on it and we ride it. It's like, this time it's going to be domestic violence. We're not going to tolerate it. But next year it may be, you know, for a while it's performance enhancing drugs. Wrote it. Like, if you do that, we want you gone forever. You're never playing again. That's, you know, now domestic violence. And, you know, if that's this, the NFL really believes that if it happens, you should be gone, then so be it. But don't let the fans change your mind. That's what I don't like. I mean, just hop like it. But us as fans, like, we always want people gone forever. If they do something wrong, like, people, like, these guys are still human beings. They still make mistakes just like everybody else. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm like totally against domestic violence, but they still make mistakes just like humans, and they deserve second chances to a point. I'm not saying if you go out and kill someone, you deserve a second chance. I'm not saying that, but, you know, but jameis Winston, people like that have had 10. So it's just like we hop on something as fans and we just continue to ride it. Like, this year it's gonna be domestic violence. If you get charged with it, if something happens, if you're not even, if you're charged, if you're accused of hitting your girlfriend and you play in the NFL, there's a likely chance you're going to be suspended for a long time just because of the outcry from the fans. 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they're gonna wait till you're charged, and then they'll decide, and probably won't even anything happen then. And I'm not for that. Definitely, I think things should happen, but it's only because of the fans. That's the point I'm getting at. They're letting the fans decide what's going on instead of the NFL coming together as one and making decisions and going from there, which is what I think should happen. Definitely don't let the fans make the choices, because either way, we're going to watch football. No matter what. We're going to watch football. It's going to happen. No matter what happens, it's going to happen. But like I said, you know, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I'm just really fed up with the way it's going. I'm still going to watch football. I'm not going to say I'm not, because I would. But I'm just fed up with the way, you know, everyone keeps letting the fans make the decisions, and us as fans, how we keep hopping on and always want everyone gone for life if they do anything wrong. Like, okay, suspend them for a year, definitely. That's a lot. That's a freaking year. Suspend them, no pay for a year. That's hard. That's no income for a year. And I know they usually have money saved up, but some of those guys are stupid and they don't. So it's hard. They have. I mean, these people still have families. They still have families to support. So I definitely believe that they should be banned for life. And that's what us as fans always want, the worst. Like Roger Goodell messed up. We want him fired because he did something wrong that we don't believe in. That he did it wrong, and we don't believe in it. So he should be fired. He shouldn't be able to support his family. You know, I don't agree with that. You know, next year it may be something else. I don't know. A guy gets drunk and like Josh Gordon, and then we hop on that because it happens 3 times in a month. So we're gonna hop on that, and if you get caught driving drunk, you're gone forever. It's just, I mean, calm down. The NFL needs to do it themselves and not listen to what people say. In this instance, and a lot of times I think they should listen to what people say and go from there. But in this instance, in disciplining players, they shouldn't listen to that. They should do what, you know, go from a moral, what they think is the NFL should do as a group, not listen to us as irrational fans, because that's what we are. We're irrational fans. If I know last year Oklahoma lost a game, or 2 years ago Oklahoma would lose a game, and people really wanted to fire Bob Stoops. Really wanted to fire Bob Stoops. In the heat of the moment, fans are very irrational. And so when stuff like this comes up, I don't typically listen to what fans say. I listen to what people that are not fans, like on the media, like SVP and Russillo, who I listen to every day, what they say, because they're rational and they're not there and in the moment, and it happens to their teams, but they have to be rational about it. So in this instance, I don't think they should listen to what fans say, for sure. They should just do what they think. Stick to it. Roger Goodell, you think it should be 2 games? You're probably wrong about that. I definitely think you're wrong, but stick to it, man. Just stick to it. I mean, quit backtracking. You look like an idiot when you do stuff like that, for sure. I mean, not that you are an idiot. You look like an idiot, though, and you don't want people to perceive you as that way, because a lot of people think that right now. But, you know, that's just something I want to talk about. It's a little deeper than what I usually talk about. It's just something that I've kind of been watching. But again, guys, I'm going to try to go ahead and get the OU video up just to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it very long because we're in over on what I wanted to do here. I just want to talk about my thoughts on it. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try to get some more videos up soon. Until next time, thanks for watching Sports Talk with Brett.